winter night, I went to bed to find the world a little brighter the next morning. As I watched from my window, the whole world turned to blue. Spring came to me. Clothed in a tender light, she chased away the winter's dark with a song only she could sing. With pearls in my ears and ribbons in my hair, I let her in when she knocked on my door. She started to arrange flowers out of nowhere, here and there, spreading joy and laughter. Come to me here, she said. Here we drink honey from the sun in golden cups. She smiled, sparkling lips in between sips. Her companion the sun rubbed his hands on my arms, taking away the cold, leaving only the warmth on a veil yet to color my skin a darker shade. You and I live in a cold, cold world. I know how hard it is not to let coldness rub off on you. Keep yourself where the light is, he said, as I watched coldness to souls and the puddles at my feet. His light touched the boughs and steams, waking up Mother Nature from slumber. And the world entangled himself from a mess of aching bones, stretching out his tired limbs, springs at his fingertips. Nature will soon grow over whatever winter will have left of her. I used the sun from behind your smile to shed light on the garden I've got growing in me. I heard Mother last night talk in her sleep. She must have dreamed about the sun again and how she wanted to feel the sunlight in her bones again. This year we couldn't go. It wasn't safe to be around each other and worship. Instead, we held Navroz at home. We prayed for everything that is ahead and for what was left behind. We ate sabzi chalao to bring many blessings to this coming year. Instead, the absinthe, but it wasn't the same. Even Akmewa didn't taste the same. What it didn't change was me, thinking to myself, what a waste to linger here, washing windows and scrubbing floors, while the sun played a game of hide and seek with the shadows of the clouds and the trees, a longing feeling. In the midst of spring, I remembered maidens holding hands and dancing in circles to the beat of the tabla, lirya, and armenia. We were children then, what are we now? Faces toward the sun, laughing until we were out of breath, until our stomachs hurt. A joy that could have been seen from space. Come to me here, she said. Put your hand in mine, I'll bring you to spring's delight. I had the sound of your voice singing. Samanak Nasri Bahar asked, stuck in my mind days after I stopped singing. I still have it in me, where it resonates from time to time. I said to Mother how I wished I could have bottled up the joy of that moment in a jar. A jar I'll have opened up whenever I felt the need to. When the world felt a little heavy, she said, at least nobody can take the echo of her mountains from my blood. When she was a little pretty thing, the hills of her motherland told each other of tales. The valleys could hear the words carried away by the crystal strings, but kept it quiet. And as time went by, the stories got lost in the trees. Mother said the leaves mixed up stories. Imagine hundreds of whisper turning into thousands of whisper, turning into chaos. The truth, she said, is often a scattered little thing gone with the wind in an instant. The clouds wept, foreboding heroes. The stars refused to spill what they knew of them. And Mother told me about her motherland, how the country was carved out of stone. I saw her mountains through dust and shadow. I saw the fields dotted in red, the richest shades of my mother's favorite lipstick during my lying Kulisura. And Don't send me flowers for spring. I will throw them in the river before you could blink. I remembered one spring bursting up in bonfires in which we burned our sorrows. Fire lit the soul of the earth on Trashan Missouri on the last Wednesday before Navroz. Casting the evil eye back to the fiery fires of hell, we celebrated a joy too sacred to be seen. Stand close to the flames and watch them dance, she said. Ask them to take away illness. Sardiye manastu surgiye tu asman as we jumped over the fire, laughing to tears. These moments were photographs I've left too long in the sun, taking them for granted. They have faded in the backyard of my mind. Regrets run deep in the rivers of my veins. Give fear to the doorstep of your mind this spring. Don't let her come in, she said. She is unwelcomed. Hang her outside on the clothesline between the socks and the coats. Luckily, the wind will blow her away, far, far away, for fear is a terrible, terrible little thing. But I heard the birds again today. They pulled on my heartstrings, stirring hope inside me. On Navroz, spring came to me with a rose, and the thorns for tomorrow. Mother said, when Kabul crumbled down, so did the dreams of our generation. We couldn't see further than the end of our streets. I told her how I wish I could plant lavender instead of roses to put her regrets to sleep. She said, darling, didn't you know fresh flowers like the affairs of men are short-lived? I told her how I wish I could dream the world in shades of gold. She said, darling, you will set the world on fire. I wish I could tell her how I buried these words inside me, where they took root, where they bloom into white flowers, the petals toward the sun. Remember, flowers were never meant to survive, for spring must bow down at summer's feet, and summer to fall, and fall to winter. Give and take, such is the law of nature, she said. From dust to dust, our bodies made of soul, we come from earth, and to earth we return. We will have to say goodbye to the sun again and listen as his footsteps echo on the stones in muted tones, whispering of a promise to return to him in our dreams. I see clouds of white against the setting of the world. I see sky the color of blue delight. I think about Hopper's wish to simply paint sunlight as I watched how, with soft strokes, spring had thrown paint onto the canvas of the world in a delicate blend of pastel colors. She leaves a sweet scent on everything she touches, the burst of birds growing on trees. Spring has embroidered the ground by sewing pillows of rain onto the cloth of the earth. While I was waiting quietly for the nights to grow shorter and the days to grow longer. And again I wait until I can go, footprints melting in the snow, mingle my breath to the dandelions. The land breathes deep beneath the sun, and my heart beats the rhythm of the world. I will whisper to him, to the bruised earth, that we're healing, together we will heal. Whoever decided to divide infinite into seconds, minutes, hours was deeply wrong. We should look at the stars more often. We should take our time when there is much to see. The sun drops, painting the world outside my windows in shades of yellows and oranges under the dying breath of light. Colors played along the sharp edges of the world, but hope lives in the garden of my heart, an old friend buried deep in a corner of my mind. When the colors begin to fade tonight, the last color to disappear is green, she said. Don't worry, for God's hand will light up the stars one by one. Winter has passed and the sun shines upon us, but you have to draw the curtains for him to come in. Raise your glass to the celebration of life, to the stars you haven't seen, and the light you haven't touched, to the days you haven't lived, and the people you haven't loved. Don't forget to dance in the rain, water smells like glitters in your hair, lemon sparked. And I've been waiting for you always in that blue moment